Yo, what's going on everybody? Swagkage here, and welcome to today's video where I have my buddy, my friend, my pal, Clyde the Weeaboo, say hi to everybody.
Hello there.
Yeah, so, today, as you can tell from the thumbnail and the title, we're gonna be talking about Sasuke versus Pain, and for those of you wondering which Sasuke, all of the post-Shippuden Sasuke, or all of the Sasukes that exist after the time skip, so we're gonna be going over start of Shippuden Sasuke with the white robe, then, you know, Heavy Sasuke after he absorbed Orochimaru, then Taka Sasuke, the one with one Mangekyo Sharingan, then Kage Summit Sasuke with both of his Mangekyo, then EMS, and I doubt we even need to explain this, but I guess Rinnegan versus Pain. I'll go ahead and get the easy one out of the way and say Rinnegan Sasuke stomps Pain, no difficulty whatsoever. He was fighting Madara and Kaguya, like, it's, like, yeah, it's pretty obvious, but every other Sasuke is fair game. I actually think this will be a pretty interesting discussion. We'll also talk about some scenarios where instead of fighting Pain, he fights Nagato, one body, you know, like not Edo Tensei, but like prime Nagato with all the abilities he displayed after he was brought back with Edo Tensei, but he can still be killed and all that. So starting out real quick before we get into the video, I've promoted him before. I have a friend, he runs a site, Phantomos.com, sells a bunch of really cool anime merch, and you can get yourself like a Sharingan fidget spinner, a Gamachan wallet, a whole bunch of other cool Naruto stuff, like if you want a kunai or a headband or anything like that, you can go there and get it. He's running a summer sale now, everything's 70% off, so come on. Be a good Samaritan. At least check the store out. You don't have to buy anything from it, but, you know, click the link in the description. Just check out what his inventory is, and yeah.
Yeah, just interjecting. Even if you don't buy anything, just click on his site, help him out. He's a really cool guy. He's been helping us out with all these collabs, so even from me, I'd appreciate it a lot. So
yeah, but now on to the actual topic of discussion. So first, starting out, we have start of series Sasuke versus Pain, and now also I forgot to mention we're gonna be breaking these battles against Pain into two separate categories. What if Sasuke fought the same Pain that Naruto fought and the full power Pain that Jiraiya fought? And so, assuming Sasuke is going up against Pain, full power, no intel, this Sasuke gets like fucking stomped, like raffle rate. It would be really bad. I think he would actually perform really well against the initial paths. I'm pretty sure he'd actually be able to fight against the animal path pretty well, but once the Preta path and you know, the Naraka, the Asura, all of the others show up, it's gonna be too difficult for Sasuke to keep up, and he'll get overwhelmed.
He'd just get overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly, because he doesn't know what he's dealing with too. So it'd just be a sheer amount of, you know, just numbers would outweigh him, so he'd get slaughtered. And
now I'm not gonna scale Sasuke's abilities from Jiraiya, because now I'm gonna say some shit that everybody is going to fucking
yeah, you said this before.
But I think that Sasuke, at the very least, Heavy Sasuke, post-absorbing Orochimaru, could probably beat Jiraiya, in all honesty. But if not that one, then definitely MS Sasuke. But this Sasuke would probably have a bit of a tougher time against Jiraiya because he's not as strong as Orochimaru. But just keeping that in mind, I'm not going to say, well, Jiraiya couldn't do it, so obviously Sasuke couldn't. I think that Sasuke has enough of a tactical mind, and I get it, people think Jiraiya is really smart, but Sasuke is really smart too, so I think he would be able to perform just as well against Pain in this situation as Jiraiya did. You know, he's smart, he showed that he's capable of pulling off some crazy shit in the fight against Deidara, which, by the way, beating Deidara, no small feat. Deidara took out Gaara pretty much no difficulty, and Gaara was the Kazekage.
And Sasuke did work out most of his abilities and how they worked
like mid-fight. Exactly. So he would probably be able to deduce what's going on the same way Jiraiya did in the middle of the fight. A lot of people sleep on Sasuke's intellectual abilities, and I don't think that's fair. Now, if this Sasuke were to fight Pain in the same situation that Naruto did, it would be a lot more interesting because Pain was lower on chakra, and Sasuke would be going in with full, like, max intel. And I actually think, let's say if he summons Manda to take on the animals being summoned by the animal path, he might actually be able to go, like, systematically take down each of the others, but I don't think he would be able to fight the Diva path. What I think would happen is Sasuke would take out the first 5 paths of Pain, just like Naruto did, but he would get overwhelmed by the Diva path, because, and, you know, a lot of people might disagree, the Preta path would probably give Sasuke the most difficulty because of the fact that the only reason Naruto was able to take it out was because it absorbed too much of his natural energy. But I still think Sasuke would be able to beat the Prey Path because, you know, he can lace his weapons with lightning release, and so he doesn't have to fire raw ninjutsu, and he can Chidori Nagashi all of the other paths, so it would be down to just the Prey Path and the Diva Path. You know, I mean, like, there's just so many things that he has to cover. Pretty much all of the other ones. You know, his curse mark also makes him, like, incredibly powerful. I don't know. I'll let you go ahead and speak real quick.
Yeah,
what do you think?
we were talking before about this back and forth, and just the fact that he can fly is going to be a huge
yeah,
issue.
exactly.
Naruto obviously couldn't fly. Getting rid of the summoning jutsus, I think that's going to be the biggest issue. Getting rid of the summoning jutsus.
Manda's really strong. A lot of people sleep on Manda.
Oh, I think it will, because it's it's an actual, like, top tier Orochimaru.
Yeah,
like,
it was able to take on Tsunade Slug and Gamabunta at the same time.
He did use it against some of the Ten Tails, like the smaller bits of the Ten Tails.
Well, that wasn't Manda. Manda was dead during the battle against the Ten Tails because it got killed by C0. And assuming that doesn't happen here, it's Sasuke before fighting Deidara, and he's able to summon Manda. Manda might actually be able to fight against some of the animal summons.
But like I was saying, I think it's just if he gets rid of the summoning jutsu and gets that out of the way, he'd get up to the same position as what Naruto did, because that's essentially what
the hardest thing would be taking out the Prey Path, because most of Sasuke's abilities involve using ninjutsu, and the Prey Path absorbs all ninjutsu.
Yeah, how do you think, like, Sasuke would go hand-to-hand combat against Pain like what Naruto did? Because I feel as though his ninjutsu is... Oh, sorry, his
Naruto's taijutsu is vastly superior to Sasuke's in Sage mode. In Sage mode. That's the thing. Naruto's much stronger. He's capable of using the environment, or like the natural energy present in the air, to extend the range of his attacks. There's just nothing Sasuke would be able to do. However, again, he does have all of his Chidori variants are very useful because he can use them to paralyze people, and like it was able to paralyze Yamato, and there was absolutely fucking nothing Yamato could do about it. He blew everybody back with Chidori Nagashi, so if the paths try to rush him, he's always capable of doing that. The only one that might pose a problem is the Prey Path, but if the Prey Path tries to rush him alongside the others, when he does Chidori Nagashi, the Prey Path will absorb some of it, the others will still get knocked back, and then I think while it's absorbing some of the lightning, Sasuke might be able to take it out with his blade or some sort of taijutsu or whatever.
Yeah, I just think, like, that form of Sasuke, once he gets up to the main Pain and he's like, if he's gonna have to get around Almighty Push and stuff like that.
He won't be able to get around Shinra Tensei. This Sasuke will lose to Pain.
Exactly.
It will be the Diva
That's why
Path.
I wasn't very confident. That's why I wasn't very confident saying before, because I'm like, all right, he might be able to take out a few, but once he gets up to the main one and
he won't be able to do anything against the Diva Path. But I do think it is fun to talk about how well he would do against the other paths.
Yeah, when I was in high school, first watching Shippuden, that was one of the arguments I had with a friend. I'm like, I feel as though Sasuke would do better because, you know, Naruto kind of lost until he transformed
into the Six Tails. Yeah, exactly. Naruto kind of got foofy fucked.
Actually, that's what you'll hear in the comments. Yeah. Actually, like with the Jiraiya thing, the second you said Sasuke could beat Jiraiya, they're gonna be going crazy.
I don't. For anybody who's listened to this far into the video, I think it's possible that Sasuke could beat Jiraiya. I don't think that it's a definitive thing. I don't think that it's something that he could 100% do, but I think that it's definitely something that people need to give him a bit more credit. If he was able to figure out exactly how just go watch the Deidara fight again. Sasuke displays some genius level shit in that fight. He would be able to get around pretty much all of Jiraiya's hard-hitting taijutsu, ninjutsu, like the Massive Rasengan and whatever. The only problem I could see him running into is dealing with that genjutsu.
If Sasuke fought Pain in the same place that Jiraiya did, would you think it would be any different?
If Sasuke fought Pain, he would be able to spam Kirin. That's one thing, because it is always raining.
No, I realize that, but I'm saying, like, getting to each Pain would probably be easier where they fought, because they were, like, in between buildings and shit, whereas, like...
Yeah, Sasuke might actually be able to pick them off individually. The problem is Pain would be at full power, because not only is he in the Rain Village, he's also not used a Shinra Tensei to blow up the whole leaf. He might actually have a better chance, because I know for a fact Nagato's not going to Chibaku Tensei or Chaotic Shinra Tensei, the whole Rain Village. So Sasuke might actually have a chance if he fights the same way Jiraiya did. The thing is, he could potentially get rushed by the remaining paths after letting his guard down, just like Jiraiya did, but I don't think he would do that. Also, Sasuke can fly with the Curse Mark, and I imagine that Sasuke's Curse Mark 2 power is actually comparable to Jiraiya's Sage Mode power, because Jiraiya has an incomplete Sage Mode, and Sasuke has the strongest form of the Curse Mark, which draws from natural energy. So, I don't know, it's a bit strange, but I think that everything that we've said so far kind of applies to the Sasuke with Orochimaru absorbed versus Pain argument, because he doesn't really gain much. He just has his, like, Orochimaru style substitutions and he's slightly stronger. But the biggest thing is that once he starts to run low on chakra, the 8-headed serpent will come out, and Orochimaru might actually be able to do some damage against Pain with that.
Do you think that Sasuke would do better than Naruto did?
Yes, up until, like, I think he would actually be able to press the Diva Path for a little bit. He might set up a Kirin and launch it at the Diva Path, forcing it to use a pretty strong variant of Shinra Tensei, but, you know, there's nothing Sasuke could do about Chibaku Tensei or any of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
If they fight in, like, the same circumstances that Naruto fought Pain. But if they fight in the Rain Village, then it's a bit different. Sasuke, like, at first I thought Sasuke might lose because, you know, Pain has the advantage, there's all the surprise, there's no intel, but Sasuke can camp out as long as he wants and learn everything there is to know about Pain. Yeah, I think that about does it. So what do you think about Orochimaru absorbed Sasuke versus Pain in the same two? Oh, I guess we didn't mention that Sasuke versus Nagato, but that's fucking obvious. Nagato stomps. Anyway, what do you think about Orochimaru absorbed Sasuke versus Pain? I think it goes pretty much the same way.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say, but I was like, didn't want to disappoint you. I think it'd just end up the same way. It'd just be a little bit longer, that's all.
Yeah, Sasuke would have his Orochimaru style substitute. Well, again, though, the 8-headed serpent would actually be pretty interesting. Pain would probably... like, I don't know how he would take that out in the Rain Village, especially if Sasuke had already taken out the animal path, you know? But, yeah, like, his only options would be, like, Shinra Tensei, Chibaku Tensei, and he couldn't put the Rain Village at risk like that, so that'd be... I don't know, but I think he would much rather destroy a bit of his home than lose all of his paths of Pain.
I was going to say that before, too. I think he would get frustrated, too, and he'd just want to kill Sasuke as fast as possible.
Yeah, just like Deidara. So Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke versus Pain is a much more interesting battle. Not EMS, but just regular MS, the one that stormed the Kage Summit. I think that if he fought Pain in the same position that Naruto did, he might actually be able to win. And I think if he fought him in the Rain Village at full power, no intel, I actually think that the Rain Village wouldn't help him out here just because he doesn't have his curse mark, so he can't fly anymore, and the Susanoo is only really usable in bigger areas. He's not going to be able to use it in these narrow hallways as easily.
Yeah, all he'd be able to use is the skeleton around his own body. That's about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he could manifest the full body of the Susanoo inside of the 5 Kage Summit venue, so it really depends on the width of the hallways, but if his Susanoo is just...
that's so specific, like how
I know, yeah, but assuming he can fit his Susanoo into the hallways, he might actually be able to easily pick the Pains off because he just has to fire one of his Susanoo crossbow arrows.
Yeah, and plus those arrows are really bloody fast. Cause, like,
oh yeah, Danzo couldn't do anything against him, yeah. And a lot of people like to sleep on Danzo's physical abilities, but just because he had to use Izanagi doesn't mean he's a slouch, trust me. He's very powerful.
No, it just proved that he had to sacrifice a literal Sharingan, which aren't, you know, you can't get him at the shop down the road. Like,
well, it's not like he had to get rid of a Sharingan. He was getting rid of a Sharingan every 60 seconds. He was just immortal for those 60 seconds.
Yeah.
But
I'm
still,
saying that's how serious he was taking those attacks. And then if we go back to the Kakashi part, like, you know, he fired one at Kakashi and he had to use Kamui to get rid of it.
Yeah, Kakashi wasn't even about to try to dodge it. He would rather use Kamui, which left him in a state of, like, very visible fatigue. You know, he was just like, oh, fuck. Yeah, there was nothing he could do about that arrow, so yeah, those are pretty big deals. I think he could take out some of the weaker paths, like, well, all of them except for the Preta path, which absorbs ninjutsu, and then the Diva path obviously wouldn't go down to just a single Susanoo arrow, neither would the Asura path. Well, see, I like to think the Asura path is very durable, but Naruto one-shot it with a single punch from Sage Mode. I don't know how much stronger.
He punches harder than the arrow.
That's true, yeah. Never mind. So everybody but the Diva path would go down in, you know, just one arrow. So if Sasuke got them in a hallway, that'd be one thing. But fighting in the ruins of the Hidden Leaf Village, it would be a completely different story. Sasuke would kind of be surrounded. And even in the Rain Village, I don't think Pain would want to go into enclosed spaces knowing that Sasuke has the Mangekyo Sharingan. We also have yet to mention Amaterasu, and as long as he gets rid of the Preta path, Amaterasu is going to decimate everybody but the Diva path. You know, the animal summons are a non-issue because of Amaterasu.
Itachi proved that because he used it on the summoning jutsu.
Exactly. Not to mention, so let's say the Asura Path tries to blitz Sasuke from behind if they're fighting in the Rain Village, Sasuke does exactly what he did to the Raikage and creates an Amaterasu shield, fodderizes the Asura Path. And I'm not gonna take anybody seriously who says, oh no, he wouldn't be able to do it because Jiraiya couldn't do it. Like, he did it in response to the Raikage. I am 100% certain that the Raikage is stronger than one of Nagato's artificially controlled dead bodies. Yeah, I mean, like, that's a non-argument. So Sasuke would be able to shield himself with the Amaterasu shield from attacks coming from anybody that isn't the Preta Path. And the Preta Path, I mean, Sasuke with his Mangekyo Sharingan, this might be indicative of his speed pre-MS. With his base Sharingan up, he was able to react to the Raikage fairly easily. So I'm pretty sure he'd be able to take the Preta Path out in close quarters combat.
Yeah, hands down for sure. Like,
even Konohamaru managed to take out one of the weaker pains with a Rasengan, and Sasuke's Taijutsu could probably hit harder than one of Konohamaru's Rasengan, I'd say.
Yeah, I was I was gonna say, like, specifically at that point in the story, they really emphasized on how fast the Raikage is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He dodged a fucking Amaterasu, and Sasuke
and they even did the flashbacks to the fourth Hokage stuff, comparing the speed. So like, I just the fact that Sasuke can react or even like deflect an attack from the Raikage, that means he could.
Even the Raikage himself was impressed by the fact that Sasuke dodged his elbow.
So he would blitz majority of the pain speed wise. There's no
well, he's not as fast as the Raikage is, but he was able to dodge one of the Raikage's attacks, meaning he has faster reaction time. So there's nothing the pains could do.
How would it end up then? How many would be left at that stage then? Like, what would be
I think it would actually be just like the previous part, where it would be down to just the Preta Path and the Diva Path, like it was in the fight between Naruto and Pain, and Sasuke would likely take the Preta Path out. If he had full intel, he would probably have gone for everybody, but he definitely would have gone for the Naraka Path first, since it can rebuild the Paths of Pain. If he doesn't have full intel, one of two things is going to happen. Either he's going to take the Naraka Path out before he can rebuild some of the Paths of Pain, or he's going to see the Naraka Path do that and be like, okay, this is my new target, I need to take him out. And I guarantee he'll be, if he can run through all 5 Kage and still have the stamina to kill Danzo, fight Kakashi, and then fight Naruto for like a couple seconds, couple minutes or whatever, I'm 100% certain he has the stamina to fight against the Paths of Pain for as long as he needs to. He'd probably be blind by the end of the fight, but no matter how many times the Naraka Path brings the Paths of Pain back, as soon as Sasuke realizes what's going on, he's gonna go for him, and then he'll take out all of the other Paths of Pain just like he did initially. But of course, the only problem is, how does he get rid of the Preta Path? And again, I think he'd be able to blitz it with Taijutsu alone.
Yeah, and on top of that, like, the way that he fought against Danzo specifically, like, that was some hardcore fucking planning in every single thing that he did.
Yeah, exactly. Even like bringing Itachi quote-unquote back with Genjutsu just to test if Danzo was susceptible to Genjutsu, you know, like that sort of stuff. You know, Sasuke's a genius. And
the kunai and the summoning jutsu, remember that with the wind style? Like, that was that was crazy.
Absolutely, yeah. Another thing is, could the Preta Path absorb the Susanoo's crossbow arrows?
I think it'd be too. It would hit before he'd be able to absorb.
Yeah,
it'd just be too.
So okay, then yeah, he takes everybody out with Susanoo arrows. If not, he definitely can't absorb the Susanoo's like fist, which was enough to one-shot Danzo. So if it comes down to that, Sasuke will use his Susanoo, and he'll just punch the Preta Path, and then it will just be down to Sasuke versus the Diva Path. And how do you think this will go?
I don't know, to be honest, because he's going to be pretty exhausted. I think he'll be taking things incredibly serious, like he did against Danzo. Like,
I think Sasuke would conserve his chakra against the first 5 paths.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like fighting that many enemies at once, especially a Renegon user, is so difficult. So
he fought against the Raikage, C, and Darui without.
But it's different. I don't know. It's different because like all those have such specific abilities too. So everything he does against Pain is going to be down to the T.
Yeah, I got. But again, he fought against C, Darui, the Raikage. I get what you mean, but I don't know if he would be that exhausted, you know? Like, the Susanoo's no joke. Did you see, like, the combined blast that a bunch of Jonin and 2 Kage launched at him? Well, sorry, no, it wasn't 2 Kage. The Raikage didn't get in on that blast, but still, Sasuke just tanked it with his Susanoo with no damage, and then just, like, cut apart the remaining area. And
yeah, I mean, just when Danzo stabbed a kunai into it, it broke like a butter knife. Like, it was
and it was amped. It was amped with wind release as well. So I mean, like, I don't think there's anything that the less powerful Paths of Pain would be able to do against Sasuke Susanoo to really like press him or, you know, force him into a state of exhaustion. I think he'd be just fine against the Diva Path, and I think they would both be equally exhausted if they were fighting in the Leaf Village, because Pain had already, you know, fired out that Shinra Tensei and all of that. And in the Rain Village, it would be it'd be a little bit different. The Diva Path, or Nagato, just wouldn't be quite as exhausted as Sasuke, but he wouldn't be able to use his larger scale attacks like Chaotic Shinra Tensei and Chibaku Tensei unless Sasuke really started getting reckless and wrecking the Rain Village, at which point Nagato would probably say, alright, I guess I have to use Chibaku Tensei. But, I mean, I don't even know if he would go that far, because that would actually destroy the entire village, and he's just not willing to do that. He loves his home, so that's a bit weird. If Pain doesn't use Chibaku Tensei, though, Sasuke wins. Like, and I don't think Nagato would risk his village just to keep the Paths of Pain alive, because in all of these scenarios, if Sasuke goes in without intel, he's not gonna know that Nagato is camping out elsewhere. Maybe he'll figure it out because Jiraiya was able to, but for the most part, I don't think Sasuke's gonna know that Nagato's hiding out elsewhere. So
I think by the end, he would have realized that they were clones of some form, and then he would figure out that they must. Well,
I know he wouldn't know where Nagato is, and if Nagato's aware of that, I don't think he would use a Chibaku Tensei and put his entire village at risk. So he'd just let Sasuke take out the paths, and that would be that. So in the Rain Village, Sasuke wins with MS, I think, because Pain can't use his large-scale attacks. However, outside, like if they're fighting in the Leaf Village where Naruto fought Pain, I don't think Sasuke could do anything to Chibaku Tensei. He might be able to fire a few Susanoo arrows at it and bust it, because
no, it won't do it, because like it took Itachi and Naruto to.
It took like 2 Bijudama tier attacks.
That would be that's lose. That's where he lose. That's where he would lose if that's the case. Because by himself, even with just a normal Susanoo, that's not enough.
Itachi had to use Yasuka Magatama. Naruto had to use, I believe it was like a Tailed Beast Ball amped Rasen Shuriken, and B had to use a Tailed Beast Ball. So yeah, it was.
And that's 3. That's my god. Yeah,
that's crazy. And 3 people who are probably who are stronger than this Sasuke. So yeah.
I was gonna say just before, like, how would Sasuke even find Nagato's, like, where his whereabouts are anyway?
He wouldn't be able to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if he figured out that they're being controlled, he wouldn't be able to figure out where Nagato is. So in the Rain Village, he's not going to risk Chibaku Tensei. So Sasuke wins that fight against the 6 Paths of Pain. But that's funny. I thought he would be at a disadvantage in the Rain Village, but no. As a matter of fact, the scenario where he loses is in the Leaf, where Pain is weakened, but he can still use his ultimate move. Yeah, Chibaku Tensei Sasuke wouldn't be able to do anything about that. He would get trapped inside of the planetoid, and that would be the end of our little Uchiha friend.
That would be rest in pepperoni.
EMS Sasuke is a different story, though, because now he has a whole lot more chakra at his disposal. Not because EMS increases his chakra pool, but because it lowers the chakra cost of Mangekyo Sharingan techniques, and he can also use them in unlimited amount. So, we completely skipped the Sasuke that fought B, but I think he would probably lose. I think he would get stomped harder than Sasuke with the curse mark would, actually, because of the fact that he only has 1 Mangekyo Sharingan. He's not quite used to using it yet, and he doesn't have the curse mark boost anymore.
Yeah, he would.
Didn't use a whole lot of the pre-planning. He tried to take on an opponent he'd never met before in close quarters combat, before even like he could clearly see that B used a bunch of blades, and he still tried to fight him in CQC. It was really stupid.
Yeah,
that Sasuke was acting out of character.
Lightning style, so stupid. But I, that one would lose for sure. But on to the next one. Who's next?
So EMS, the one that fought Kabuto and Jubito and all of them. So he has infinite Susanoo, infinite Enton. He also has all of his lightning release jutsu and his fire jutsu. I think this one takes it in a battle in the Rain Village without much of like any sort of issue, because I mean, like there's nothing that Nagato could really do that doesn't involve blowing up the whole Rain Village to kill Sasuke. And I think if he fought Pain where Naruto did, I could actually see him destroying the Chibaku Tensei with an Enton arrow barrage at that point, because he can just spam a bunch of Amaterasu arrows, you know, and eventually it's probably gonna pop the Chibaku Tensei. Especially because one thing I don't think we took into account before is that this is a much weaker version of Nagato with far less chakra, kind of forcing this Chibaku Tensei out, so it's not going to be as powerful as the one that we saw Edo Nagato use. Yeah, I actually think that Sasuke would be able to pop Chibaku Tensei if he just spammed it with Enton arrows.
Yeah, and the fight itself would go a lot more smooth than the previous version of Sasuke, because he's not going to be fatigued by just about any attack that he uses, so he'll have a lot more opportunities to take out the Pain specifically, and he'll last a lot longer, and I think he would just flat out win way faster.
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing that could be done. I think MS Sasuke...
Can't that version of the Susanoo's run, though? That one can have legs, too?
Yes, it has legs, so there's nothing that Pain could do against that. Like, it would kind of be a stomp, especially if you add in like Manda and Kirin and all of that stuff, which would be really easy to set up. Sasuke might actually be able to take the Diva Path out with Kirin in the Rain Village, because like I said, it's always raining there, but the Diva Path has pretty high durability. It went toe-to-toe with Six-Tailed Naruto, and I doubt a Kirin would take that Naruto out, so but...
I was gonna say, if that Sasuke fought Pain in the Leaf Village, like, just because they're in such an open space and the Susanos is standing up, he could stand a fair far away and shoot most of the like Pain paths with the arrows, and he could fire a lot more than one at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's been shown that both his and Itachi's Susanoo have more than 2 arms. Pain would kind of get wrecked. I don't think we really need to go over... I just realized we forgot MS Sasuke versus Nagato, like one body, but I think MS Sasuke loses to Nagato if fucking KCM Naruto and B couldn't take him out. B and Naruto couldn't do anything against Nagato, but EMS Sasuke versus Nagato is a bit interesting. I think Nagato would win though, because... Yeah,
I do too. He's like one person with so many hacks abilities. Like, even Itachi was like, yeah, this is like...
See, he couldn't... Yeah, he couldn't disable each of the abilities that Nagato possesses systematically. That's the issue. Nagato would just forever be able to absorb his jutsu, and granted, he probably... I don't know if Nagato has the reaction time to absorb the arrows, but... Well, Sasuke wouldn't be able to use Amaterasu carelessly, because Nagato could just absorb it from the environment. This is a bit tricky. I think Nagato probably stomps, though.
I believe he wins. I don't know if it'd be stomping, but like, if Sasuke even gets close to winning, it's going to be to the absolute teeth. Like, he's...
Yeah, it would be a 9.8 or some, like, crazy difficulty rating out of 10. It would be like really hard for Sasuke to win, and I honestly can't see him doing it with any of the stuff that he has at his disposal.
Yeah, especially because it was 3v1, and like even they couldn't do it. Specifically because
Swagkage thinks Sasuke would lose? What? Is this the same person? Oh,
yeah, no, I'm not a total fucking sauce target.
But you know, like Naruto, Killer Bee, and you know, Itachi couldn't really do it. So like,
yeah, yeah, I'm not dumb enough to say that Sasuke beats Nagato. There's just no way. And then like the only one that's left after this is Rinnegan, and I guess Boruto Sasuke. But like. If you guys want me to elaborate on Sasuke versus Jiraiya, I'll probably put some of my thoughts on it in the comments. I don't think that it's like a definitive
You're gonna have so many people asking. You're gonna have so many people angry about that. Just like Jiraiya fanboy sucking his dick. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. This is the end of the video. I'll talk to you guys later. As always, let me know if you have any future topics you want me to cover. Give me some ideas for future versus battles. I've got some in mind, like Tobirama versus Nagato, Sakura versus Hinata, though I don't think I would have a whole lot to talk about if I recorded that video, stuff like that. So, you know, let me know, and until my next video, I'll talk to you later. Swagkage out.
Also, make sure to check out phantomos.com.